Hi ladies, it's Memaw here back in the kitchen. I'm going to get some breakfast ready for in the morning. I'm going to be making for you a dish called caramel soaked French bread. And you say, oh my lands, that sounds like that's a complicated thing to make. Well, I'm here to tell you ladies, it's not. It's simple, it's delicious. It lasts as leftovers in the refrigerator, or you can take it to a function and have something sweet to eat for the entire group. I'm going to come around and get the camera and show you how to start putting it together, as well as showing you the recipe for this. Okay, we're going to start this dish off with 3/4 of a cup of butter, 1 1/2 cups of packed brown sugar, and 1/4 of a cup plus 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup. And when you hear the term packed sugar, when you pour your brown sugar out, you tamp it down so that it's compacted in there. Okay, I'm going to unwrap the butter and get it in the saucepan, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've got the butter in the saucepan and I'm going to let it melt. I'm going to add to that my 1/4 of a cup plus 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. And my 2 1/2 or 1 1/2 cups of packed brown sugar. And I'm going to stir this until the sugar melts in with the butter. It's going to take about 5 minutes to get this all stirred together. I'll be back with you in a minute and show you the final result of the brown sugar mixture. Okay, my brown sugar and caramel syrup have melted together. The butter is melting. I'm going to sit here and stir this to keep it from sticking to the bottom of the pan and burning. This is the caramel portion of this recipe. Okay, as you can see, the brown sugar and butter and corn syrup is mixed together here. I'm going to turn the fire off from under it, and I'm going to put it in a casserole dish that I have sprayed down with cooking spray, and this will be the foundation to the French toast. Just pour it out and let it go to all corners of the pan. I've already got the bread cubed up. What I've used is a loaf of French bread, and you can decide whether or not you want to slice it into 2-inch thick slices, or what I like to do is I like to cube it up. That way your guest can take however much they want of the dish, and they don't have to eat a whole piece of bread. I'm just going to lay it down in here. Spread it out evenly. And the egg mixture that I'm going to be putting over this is 2 1/2 cups of either 1/2 and 1/2 or milk, 4 eggs, a tablespoon of vanilla. And I've got that mixture started over here. I'm going to beat the eggs together. I've got 2 cups of half and half, and I'm going to add to that a half a cup of milk. And a tablespoon of vanilla. When I get that mixed together, I'm going to simply pour it over the bread mixture. And this is one of those make-ahead dishes. We're going to get it fixed up tonight, and tomorrow morning we'll put it in the oven and bake it and eat it for breakfast. I'm going to pour the egg mixture over the bread. And while it sits in the refrigerator overnight, all that egg and milk is going to soak up into the bread. You're going to sprinkle it with cinnamon. And a 1/4 cup of sugar. Just sprinkle that all over the top. And tomorrow, before you put it in the oven, you're going to take a 1/4 cup of melted butter and sprinkle over it as well. You're going to cook it in the oven at 350 degrees for 45 to 50 minutes, and then you will have breakfast ready to eat. I'm going to get some saran wrap and put over the top of this and put it in the refrigerator, and tomorrow morning we'll have a good breakfast. Thank y'all for watching me today. God bless your families. Bye-bye. Okay, I've melted a 1/4 cup of butter, and I'm going to spoon it over the top of the French bread. I'm going to place it in the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. And we will have breakfast. Once this is cooked, I'll show it to you before we sit down and eat it for breakfast. Okay, the timer just went off and the caramel soaked French bread is finished. I'm going to take it out of the oven, dish it up, and we're going to eat it for breakfast. This is also very good. You need a late night snack or a quick pick-me-up in the afternoon. As you can see, all that brown sugar and stuff that we put on the bottom is coating it. And just let me tell you, this is one delicious breakfast.